Welcome out today, peoples. I want to go ahead and preface this as I do not intend on making this a set schedule upload for what I am about to introduce, but it's a project I want to share. For I am working on my own Gotham City mock. I figured this would just be a introduction video of what it will be. Meaning what I'm aiming for and what I'm hoping to get. Or not get, but to accomplish with the mock. I'm honestly wanting to have a nice, full, fleshed out, probably Southern Island. Since I think the Gotham Bank, the police station are in the Southern Island. But however, with Wayne Manor being in the Northern Island, that would mean like the Batcave here would not be part of it unless I decide to, and say in this Gotham City, it is going to be not, or Gotham is just going to be one giant island. But we have our stack of non-Lego brand 2x4 minifigure stands. Let's take a look at some of the first figures I got. First, I am using the Lego Dimensions Harleen Quinzel. Now, this Robin is a variation of the Dick Grayson Robin, but I think he looks a very good amount to be a Damian Wayne Robin. So that is what he is going to represent. Up next, for currently the only big fig in the mock, will be Killer Croc. I'm debating on swapping him out for the 2006 counterpart if I can get my hands on him. Up next, we have our Catwoman from the 2012 Cat Cycle set. And now this Riddler, I was debating on going with the Funhouse Riddler for the silver bullet hat. But I do like the color schemes on this one. That would be the one that came in the Riddler's Dragster with Batman versus the Flash. In this mock, even though Catwoman is technically a part of the Bat fam, she will be used as a villain character. Now, I know it's going to be weird for how he is going to be placed, but we will be having Dr. Kirk Langstrom, aka the Man-Bat, join the fray. If I got Man-Bat and Catwoman, I know there's definitely someone I can't leave out. That'd be everybody's favorite brute, Bane. As this is the one from the Batcave set here in the background. Hold on. Let me actually just do this. Try and shed a bit more light on the situation. And now, this next minifigure is going to be swapped out. For I do have plans on buying a set. And here we have a Lego, I think it's supposed to be from the Dark Knight Rises, Scarecrow. And to kind of pull things from the Lego Batman movie side of things, we have a Magpie, which I'm debating on removing her armor to give her that look, so it's not like a battleized version of her. Up next, we got everybody's favorite ranged villain from Down Under, Captain Boomerang. I believe this came with the Killer Croc set. Up next is a custom minifig. I will fully disclose that. Well, it's custom to an extent. From a LEGO City Arctic set, I had this helmet piece. I was like, hey, I don't have anybody for Mr. Freeze as a goon. I had this blue torso, the blue arms and the legs. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let's make a Bane or a Mr. Freeze goon. I took one of the Batman heads, because the white bandana looks like has something underneath for more warmth, to give more of a like cold weather appeal look. Now onto the topic of goons. Next minifigure I'm going to talk about, there are going to be 4 of them in the Moc. And that would be our original Joker goon from 2012. And unlike about half of my droid army, these are all actual legit Joker goons. With the Joker goons, and the Mr. Freeze goon, knows wouldn't be a good LEGO City if it didn't have every defense attorney's secretaries. The Two-Face goons from the Batmobile Two-Face truck set, which I want to get more of them. But a lawyer only needs himself for a good defense. Now I've got one more goon type to really talk about. And that'd be one of everybody's favorite mini kits from LEGO Batman 1, Penguin Goons. The bomb variation and the revolver variation. But I would have liked if, while you're playing as Penguin, that you could choose which variation of Penguin Goon you deploy. Of course, we can't have Penguin Goons without Mr. Oswald Cobblepot himself. I believe this is from a junior set. I do like the attempt to make him look more robust while keeping the minifigure figure. I love the face print as well as the generic top hat for the minifigure itself. Now, this one was a very, very big question for me, because of which variation do I use. Because I was stuck between choosing between one of these 2 variations of the Joker. Well, we all know that face from LEGO Batman 2 Save Icon. I ultimately went with this Joker. because of the fact I thought with this face print and the more tucks, I feel like I could get a more interesting scene idea out of this. But I think we need to mark the day, and who better to do that with than good old-fashioned Calendar Man. And this is a Lego Batman movie variation of the character. But I thought that it would actually be a nice look. For the minifig. Or to have him in. Just to kind of put all of Batman's rogue gallery and a few of the others in the fray of Gotham City. Which I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to do this next one. But I figured it'd probably be decent. We have Black Manta. I believe more specifically from the Aquaman movie sets. For the variation I originally had was from Lego DC Superheroes. So it was the silver helmet variation. But I like the black helmet because it kind of just fit the whole Black Manta vibe. We talked about the Two-Faced Goons, but I kind of missed the opportunity to cleanly segue into Two-Face himself. I would have loved to go for the black and white variation, but at the time I do not have that variation. If I can get my hands on him, I will switch him out because I do like that hairpiece. I love that they stuck with it for this this minifig. Because if they did that purple, that would have been very weird. In my eyes, anyways. Okay, we got a few villains left in here. And to be honest, I couldn't think of Gotham, or thinking of doing a Gotham without including some sort of Kryptonian, because Batman always keeps Kryptonite in the Batcave. So we have General Zod from the live from the Henry Cavill Superman movies. Because at the time, I think in 2012, one of them came out. As much as that was poisonous to the Henry Cavill movie career, how about we take a look at a different kind of poison? Some poison ivy. Which I'm thinking on having her fight someone with a bladed weapon, either Damian or another minifigure we're going to talk about soon enough. But I'm thinking that the vines paired against the sword would be a decent, ongoing fight. And if you've seen the new 52, you know one of the weird bromances that I have to talk about is the Lanterns, or Green Hal Jordan and Bruce. So, hey, we're going to have a Sinestro fight in there somewhere. Which is part of also why Scarecrow is in here for sure, to team up with Sinestro being Fear's his thing. I think it would be a nice touch. Oh, snap, I completely forgot about this guy. Time to bring in everybody's favorite Austrian villain, Mr. Freeze. Sporting, I want to say it's more of his Arkham City games releases. Well, I would have loved to have one of the 2008 ones, where it's the old suit with the pearl dome. I don't have access to that one currently, but if I can get my hands on one, I would gladly use it. Okay, I think I have two more villains. As we're going with all the Batman villains and rogues gallery, you know we gotta throw a specific enemy of the Teen Titans, Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. Which this, I believe, came in the 2 Batboat set that this Dick Grayson actually came in. And I'm saying Dick Grayson because that is the Robin suit is based off of, even though we are using him for a Damian Wayne. And for a lot of these minifigures being from the LEGO Batman 2 era, there is one minifigure I have to include just because of the fact I feel like it would be blasphemous if we didn't. And that would be Mr. Steal Your Girl, Baldy Lex Luthor, holding a deconstructor, which I've slightly customed to use one of the new lipstick pieces to give it a secondary handle. Taking a quick look at all the minifigures so far, as you do see, there is quite a bit of villains. So I think next we will talk about the civilian side of things, as we have kind of reporting on the whole issue. You can either pick your poison here, but for me, this is Vicky Vale, because in LEGO Batman 2, this is the minifigure model that they'd used, but however, in the set that came with General Zod, it was called Lois Lane. So for me, I prefer Vicky Vale. Up next, we have our random civilian, who's going to be driving one of the vehicles, which I will be going over some of the vehicles in this video. We have just a generic little citizen, which a lot of the LEGO City characters that you'll see in here, I do have the hands and head swapped out, just so that way I can have more flesh-toned characters. So in that way I do not have to explain away characters having jaundice or it accidentally being a racism. Now, on the generic villain side of things real quick, we have just a generic prisoner. Nice prison shirt with the black pants, the knit cap, and one of the stormtrooper faces, or clone trooper faces. It'd be a nice little look for a random villain. Now, on the police side of things, I do have 5 minifigures to show off, 4 of which are customed. Just so that way we do not have an issue with the whole skin thing. Here we have the police officer that came in the Two-Face Truck versus Batmobile set. Here we have a grizzly policeman who I have customed from, I forget which set, but it is using a hairpiece from a set that or a spare hairpiece from a set we will be talking about a bit later. As we have a police woman who comes on a $10 set, but I had swapped the head out for one of the Stormtrooper packs because I know they came with a female face just to keep the body type matching. Next we have probably my first minifigure was a swapped out head for a Anakin Skywalker pilot head, just to give him that radio antenna. I just thought that was a nice touch. And the spare visor from this one, because the original one didn't come with it. And then we have a generic face on another police officer who comes in to pilot a different helicopter. I am running out of 2x4s, actually, which is surprising. So starting this off from characters of least significance, I do want to say, we have a cameo by, I can't remember if she's part of the Bat fam or not 100%, but we do have, Katana, who in the mock I do want to have facing against Poison Ivy. because I feel like her sword, which is supposed to be like a soul-eating sword, taking the soul of all the plants would just cause a constant power struggle between the two of them. Poison Ivy getting more upset, making her plant stronger on top, which is just fueling Katana's sword more and more. Next, we have a DVD exclusive, Bat Zaro, who I'm gonna have like fight some of the the D-list rogues galleries. Kind of a random throw in, just because I think it would look nice, and I thought about trying to get one of the other ones, but I think this one actually fits the more DC superheroes theme a bit better. And that would be one of the Aquaman. Well, I thought about using one of the Jason Momoa ones. I don't have those. My brother has a few copies of it. I just do not. Next up, we do have a figure I do not exactly... I don't like. I'm just going to straight up say I don't like. And that would be a Batgirl from a Junior set. We need a Barbara Gordon in here, and this is the only one I got. I'm looking at getting one that has the full cowl piece. That comes with the alternate Joker goon. But, as I said, if we're going to have Hal and Bruce going at it, verbally on comms, we need to put a Hal Jordan in here. And I figured, hey, why not? Let's throw a Diana in here, because if I'm going to put other members of the League, I have to have one of the founding members. As in next, if I want to have an ice-related villain, I feel like he should go against this guy personally, as well as Captain Boomerang. So we got Barry Allen, aka The Flash, which mine has seen better days. Next up is one I just recently actually picked up. I'm still debating on how to incorporate him into the Moc, which would be everybody's favorite Green Man from the DC Universe, J'onn Jones, the Martian Manhunter. This is the polybag variation, not the one that comes in the Brainiac Attack shuttle. So. And we can't have a Gotham City with Lex and Zod without seeing some Superman. Which I did switch the cape out for this one for one of the cloth ones. Just so if I want to throw like some wind in there, I can actually have it flow. And I figured if we're going to have Hal Jordan and Sinestro, why don't we take Chip's power ring away for a bit. Just have him look at Earthlight for a while. And why not throw a dog for the police station? Because it did come with it, so I mean, hey, why not? Up next, we have Mr. Tech Man, Tim Drake. He's going to spit raps while he's going to kick your butt. And then, going up the tree of lineage for Robins. You know me, of all people, being a Red Hood stand, I can't not include a Red Hood minifigure somewhere in the Moc. Like, it's my whole persona. I have to include a Jason Todd somewhere. And if in the timeline, like, the Justice League is around and everything, like, and Lex and Joker are running around, I have to have a Jason Todd somewhere. Just like a certain original Boy Wonder, an actual Dick Grayson, Nightwing, which I want to get the blue variation, I just do not have access to it, as well as I might go through my Star Wars stuff and replace these with red and Christmas sticks, just so that I have more color to him. And now, I'll give it a small collection of bat suits. The one I will be using for the Moc. will be the one from 2012. The black suit from 2012. With a clothy cape. And taking a quick look at all the minifigures for the Moc, it's going to be quite a populated one, and it's going to grow more. Because today I'm actually going to be expanding it some, but not a lot. See me just a minute, I'm going to try and set up the camera where y'all can see me work on it. Okay, so give me just a minute to do some lighting real quick, and I will show off some of the stuff for the Moc. So some of the vehicles I'm going to be using in this Moc. The Two-Face truck. With the 2012 original variation of the Batmobile. Oh, and I forgot one policeman. Another custom one meant to guard the bank. We have my first Lego set. A Lego City Police helicopter. The, I believe, most recent police station, which I did modify the satellite dish on top to include a bat signal. As the set does come with a police car and helicopter, they are being included in the Moc on top of a, I want to say it's a Junior's police car, but I could be mistaken. As to wrap up the police force, we are giving this a nice generic motorcycle. I thought about buying a second set of this to get a second sports car for all the goons, but I decided against it. And as the police station includes a garbage truck, as I figured that emblem was a nice design choice to use. I just don't like this open back, which I think I could use to my advantage a little bit. We do have the Bane's Mole Driller. Catwoman's Cycle with Penguin's Umbrella. Jason and Tim's bikes of choice. The Polybag Bumper Car. And I'm debating on adding a speedboat. Like mainly probably for killer cards, throw it Aquaman or something. But for now, I have road packs to use. And no, Lego's not making these road plates anymore, so I'm using like an off-brand one. Like, these ones are supposed to be stackable as well. So I should be able, if I wanted to, I could put an underneath in there. But I doubt it. Remember, kids, always cut away from you when you're cutting with a knife. Now these includes these clips, which are used to secure everything together. So what I am debating on is using an intersection piece here. Or I should just continue the road and just give a bit more space. Because then I can connect these together. Because they do actually connect, which is a good thing. Trying to think. Okay, that's how that has to work. Yeah, I think that would give me actually quite a bit of space to work with. So everything's not like cramped together. Yeah. Okay, let me grab the spare clips I have and I will try to secure everything into position. Okay. Yeah, these use a unique clip system to actually like integrate them together. No, hold on. Okay, cool. Ooh, I like that a lot. That looks so seamless, too. Because now I can expand this by moving these up. Giving some deviation between Jason and Tim. For now, I can actually put it where this is actually like being collected. And now, exploding penguin goon, penguin. I can also start to reset the characters. I had this set up a little bit, but not a lot. So yep. And then I could put another street light here. It'll just take some building to get it up. So for now, so I know what I have planned for this spot. I'm gonna sit down while I do this too. Okay, I just need to make sure I'm still rolling. Okay. Let me grab the Two-Face and the goons. One with the crowbar I do want in the back. I'll leave one without an accessory. I do want driving while giving Harvey a standing spot on front. I'll probably turn him around where he can shoot at who I'm going to have drive the Batmobile, which for the time being will be Barbara. Which I know it's supposed to be Joker who's supposed to shoot her. Up next, I'm going to go ahead and take this this cop with the blue visor. Alright, he's supposed to actually be in his helicopter. Let's pop that lid open, set him in. Here's up that spotlight, which I wish I had like some of the brick lights for this. But hey, so be it. And I have this pilot for the original. This pilot going to this helicopter. Who is going to be... I'm thinking of moving it over here to kind of declutter that area. He's kind of going to be more driving this way with a pair of Joker goons in it. Since this car has a 3C stud wide seating area, I'm thinking on having one goon aiming up while the other is driving. I thought about, I'm going to probably just put a Joker goon in here. It's going to add to the chase. The bow, I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet, but it does appear in Lego Batman 2, so I do want to use it for sure. Well, this goon, I do want to incorporate the Joker helicopter. I just don't have a Batwoman to fly the Batwing. Which I kind of want to put it here with the Batwing kind of hanging the light, but for now I'll just set it there. Man-Bat, I want to be coming off of the bank. Where it looks like he's about to try to fight Diana. Which both minifigs will be updated with newer versions when I get them in the mail. Well, not when I get them in the mail. If I go to repurchase the sets. Because I want to rebuy the Batcopter that Man-Bat came in. Because I do like the build. I just don't have the build anymore. Okay, so let's see. This cop, I want riding the police car. Well, this one is going to be laying down as he was in the brunt of the explosion for Two-Face stealing the vault. However, I just realized what I want to do with the Joker now. I want Joker to be looking off at Two-Face like, bro, that was my steal. As Barbara is driving past. Driving past him. Like, trying to gain speed on Two-Face. With the Riddler being a Lego Batman 1, this is a callback to Lego Batman 1. I'm going to put Riddler on the same vehicle as Two-Face to kind of put the pair back together. And to complete the ensemble of the Jason Todd and Tim Drake versus Penguin, Catwoman, and Bane, a set of Penguin goons shooting back with revolvers on Bane's mole driller. Oh yeah, and then this police officer, we're going to give her bike back, where she is going to be aiding the singular cop in the helicopter, chasing the two sets of goons, which I will have to give a support plate. So in that way, she doesn't fall over. Now, I'm debating on moving this bit, but I know I want to put the Kryptonite behind Zod's back since he is in the Kryptonian armor, with his pistol pointing up at Superman, who is going to be standing boldly on top, or flying boldly above the bank. Not knowing that Zod has the Kryptonite. I have to set up something I think I would actually like to see happen. I have Sinestro, Hal, and Scarecrow in my hands. Am I still recording? Yes. With Sinestro and Hal at it. Using the jumper there to kind of give Hal the appearance of flying. I'm going to put the fear gun in Scarecrow's hand, where it dispenses fear toxin, and pointing it right at Hal's back, with the door to the police station wide open, showing how Scarecrow got up there. So Sinestro will have an upper hand potentially. Now, Flash, I want to be fighting Boomerang, Freeze, and Freeze henchman. Because Boomerang is one of Flash's villains, I think the primary villain to be fighting him should be Boomer. So I'm going to kind of put Flash in a bit of a running pose towards Boomerang. I'm going to have Freeze start shooting the floor. I have a goon standing behind the mailbox, or a henchman standing behind the mailbox, getting ready to blast him. I don't have a Captain Cold minifigure, so Freeze is going to be the cold weather stand-in for Captain Cold. There we go. Let me clean up some of these plates real quick. Okay, so Captain's already been used. So Bat Zorro, I want him to go against Magpie and Calendar Man. So I'm thinking, Bat Zorro doesn't get enough cred. Let's give him two villains to fight. For the world's worst detective, let's give him two D-listers to fight. While grabbing Dick and Slade, I'm thinking somewhere off in the distance a little bit, I do want to see Slade and Dick fighting. while Slade is coming at Dick. Dick would be, if the smirk face wasn't rubbed off, due to the hairpiece. And I just dropped one of these in Charisma rods. There we go. I feel like Dick would be kind of blocking off Slade's shots, or doing his best to stop his swords. Since Slade and Dick have quite a history. As currently I do not have a cameraman for Vicky, I will be putting her close to the police station to be reporting from the police station. As Lex, until I get the power armor in, probably tomorrow, which I might hold off on this video for just till I get it in, to put it in, I'll put Lex kind of getting ready to ambush Batgirl with the deconstructor. And since Flash is being handled, him being the only one who's able to reassemble those bricks in the game, or the deconstructed objects in the game, I feel like it would be a nice touch. And now Katana, I feel, would be likely to, as given the DC superhero girls, she is an anti-hero, I do want to say. But I'm going to put her against Poison Ivy, as she has grown a tree in the courtyard of the jail at the police station to escape. I need to back her up a little bit. As we are going to take our villain, our random crook, pop open the jail cell real quick and just lay him down. Just a small detail. As next we grab our Aquaman, Black Manta, and Killer Croc. And arbitrarily just kind of throw them on the base plate. Kind of put Manta, taking the attention away from Killer Croc, while Aquaman is currently getting ready to try to put the smackdown on Manta. While Damian and Harley, is a reference to the Harley Quinn show, will be having their little melee brawl in the street. Which I do appreciate that being a way to introduce her to the Bat Fam in a corny way. And on Jones, he's going to be somewhere up here, but for now I will give him the stability of the 3x4, just so he has it. Well, Batman, I'm still fully debating on how to handle him. So for now, I'll just put him on top of person. And all that leaves is the random civilian who is going to be driving around the trash truck collecting trash. Because if a vehicle is not being thrown, or it should be piloted. Or, well, driven. If it's not meant to be a stationary piece. Oh yeah, and then we gotta put Chip the Green Lantern, who I'm going to say is affected by the fear toxin. And then we have our best boy just doing doggy training. Oh no, no. We'll make it Dahi de Nogla reference. Oh, he's taking a shit. And there we go. That's roughly what all I have planned. I was thinking about having someone hold up Bruce Wayne, as given the absence of a Batman, currently I don't have any new villains. I was looking at getting the Killer Moth and Blue Beetle set, which would also give a different variation of Scarecrow, besides the Lego Movie version, which I actually do like that variation of it. But yeah. So that is going to be it for this, unless I decide to do the power armor tomorrow. Actually, can Croc even hold the boat? Not really. Oh, yes, he can. That's not resting on the thing, I don't think. Yeah, it's not resting on that. So he can hold the boat and smash Aquaman with it. I'll take that. So I was going to figure out how I'm going to do the Joker Copter and the Batwing. Because I do want to include a Batwing in here. I'm not going to do a Bat Boat because that's going to be ridiculous. Actually, nope, I figured out how I'm going to incorporate Batman. Since I now have the Bat Cycle that goes with the Bat Cave. Let's take Batgirl, give her the Bat Cycle, and let's put Bruce back in the Batmobile. Which, for that case, I will actually swap that Batman out for one with the markier face. No. Let's throw the Batarang in there. There. And there we go. Not a single minifigure has been unused. There is rooms for improvement, on top of room for expansion. For I have an intersection plate I can still use, and another road. Which I am looking at expanding this quite actually substantially. Because I thought about going out to here, but I don't have the table space for it. So, yeah. That, I think, is going to be it. I'm hoping like a lot of this was in shot. I'm hoping that it's all good lighting. I know it's going to be hard to see like this back corner. But I think that's going to go ahead and be it for y'all. Hope y'all did enjoy this intro video to a Lego Gotham City Moc. But I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.